Hmm. Hmm. Getting logged in here. There we are. All right. All right. Good morning. Hello. Welcome to the Old God's Meadery. Happy Father's Day. What a week it's been, right? We are all settled. If you missed it, I made some bacon whiskey mead yesterday. You heard me right. Bacon whiskey mead. Hello, Nicholas. Good to see you. Hey, bacon whiskey mead. Go back and watch it. Make sure comment on it, like it, get it in the algorithm, have some fun with it, replicate it. It's right there. It's for you. It's for free. All you have to do is buy your own equipment, and you can make it. I do that every Saturday. Welcome to the Old God's Meadery. Every single Saturday, I come out with a brand new mead that I have never ever made before, and I have never missed a Saturday. I've never replicated the same recipe twice. Batch 120 came out yesterday. That is your bacon whiskey mead, just in time for Father's Day. It's the most manly mead you've ever seen. I would even question the most manly drink you've ever seen. Yep. It is pretty awesome. So go watch the video. It came out yesterday. And it is cool. And like I said, I do that every single Saturday. This coming Saturday, so 6 days from now, I'm going to show you my Norway-inspired mead. It's going to be awesome as well. It's not going to be quite as manly. I don't think I'm ever going to be able to top this one. This is as like manly as you get. I don't think so, but next week will be a lot of fun as well. The next several weeks, actually every week. Every week is awesome. Every Saturday is awesome. Good morning, Mr. Dennis, and happy Father's Day to you, sir. This is probably the only part of the day you're going to have some silence. And it's me yelling in your ear. Make sure and hit like a million times. And give me a follow if you don't already. It's going to be an amazing day. Thank you, sir. No, you cannot buy them. I, unfortunately, am not licensed to sell. But I do the next best thing. I show you exactly how to do it. Including the recipes. Every single week, I show you the entire process from beginning to end. I do nothing behind the scenes. Everything that goes into that mead is recorded and shown to you, including the recipe. So, all you have to do is buy your own equipment. Yes, peace. Peace. But happy Father's Day to all of you out there. Yeah, nothing wrong with the new gods. The old gods made better mead, though. Can say that for sure. Hello, Scott. Good to see you. Good morning. Welcome to the Old God's Meadery, everybody. Say hello. Let me know where you're from if you're just jumping in. It should be an amazing day. I'm getting my first cup of coffee in me, so give me a couple minutes to get excited. If you don't know what mead is, it's the oldest alcoholic beverage in the world, independently discovered by many different countries and cultures. The oldest evidence is from ancient Africa, over 20,000 years ago. There's also evidence in ancient China, Central America, and of course Northern Europe, where the Vikings traded it, made it super famous, and did it better than everybody else. I said it, that part's subjective, but it's true. But what that means is it doesn't matter who you are or where you're from, your ancestors drank mead. Somewhere down your lineage, your ancestors drank mead. And that's something we have in common. And that's pretty cool. Because we need more things in common, right? We need more things in common. The world is needs to be a little brighter than it is. Mead, by definition, though, is made in a very similar fashion to wine, except we use honey for the fermentation process. The definition must be 51% or more honey-sourced sugar. But nobody measures your stuff. Make what you want to make. I don't care. If it's awesome and you have fun doing it, I'm really happy for you. Even the Irish and the Scottish drank it. Yeah, they're weird though. They're both weird cultures. Just saying. I'm waiting for Scott to jump in, but he must not have his coffee in him yet either. I would say the Irish do some really cool dark magic if you go back far enough. Really cool. See, Megan's gone. Really cool dark magic, like really cool stuff. Don't mess with an Irish witch. That's for sure. You shouldn't mess with any witch, but definitely not an Irish one. This mug is actually from the Renaissance Festival in Maryland. I thought they were pretty cool. You could buy mead there. If you pay like an extra $10, you can get like this cool mug, and they put your mead in it. And I was like, hell yeah, that's a cool mug, and I can say I got it from the Renaissance Festival. Little did I know, and I found this out here. I'm pretty sure they mass-produced these somewhere because it's the same mug at most of the Renaissance festivals. So it's not as unique as I thought. So if you want one, go to your local Renaissance festival. They probably have them. It is currently 7:07 here in the sunny state of Maryland. I am not in Missouri, however, I am from there originally. The Kansas City. I was born in downtown Kansas City. Maple mead is fantastic. That was a strange guess, though. Why did you guess Missouri? Do I have an accent? I have been to medieval times. It's incredibly expensive. Like, I wanted to take my kids there more recently. My oldest has been, but it was years ago, probably pre-COVID even. And there's one relatively local to me even. Incredibly expensive now. It didn't used to be, but a ton of fun. It's a ton of fun. If you're going by yourself and you're like, I need a few hours worth of entertainment, it's worth the money. If you're paying for little kids that aren't going to remember it, you gotta wait a couple years. You hear the Missouri accent. It's Missouri, excuse me. I was just there tail end of last year. Went to visit some family for an emergency down there, and had some delicious barbecue. Happy Father's Day. Thank you. Missouri. That's how we all say it from there. But I'm actually intrigued. I've lived here most of my life, the East Coast. Do I have an accent from Missouri? I was down there for about a week, and every time I go for an extended period of time, which is not very often, but every few years, I seem to pick up a little accent. I don't know. I have not been to the one in New Jersey. I want to go to all of them, though. Like, I mean, Scott and I have been talking about really getting out and spreading the actual meat every year somewhere new. I don't know. It's up in the air right now, but we're going to get it planned. Maple. I love maple. I love maple anything. Maple donuts. Maple on anything. Maple's fantastic. It's also expensive, though. Incredibly expensive if it's, like, fresh. Not fresh, but, like, pure maple. Like, real maple. Take it on the road. I honestly didn't know New Jersey had a Renaissance Festival. I'm kind of curious now. Because New Jersey is a weird state, right? Like, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm trying to say? You haven't watched the Manly Mead yet? It's awesome. Please like, comment on it. I had a lot of fun making it. I'll show you the final product. There it is. Your bacon whiskey mead. Fantastic. Just came out yesterday. Again, I had a ton of fun making this. It's the most manly mead you're ever going to see. Uh, yeah, but New Jersey? New Jersey? Oh. I mean, I'm all for going to Texas. Oh, medieval times. Oh. Yeah, there's one in it's right outside of Annapolis, Maryland ish. Yeah. The accent's up in the air. uh, I'm glad I didn't say anything mean about New Jersey. One of my very best friends is actually from New Jersey, and I make fun of her about how the state smells. And it's kind of like, you know, the little brother of New York. That really makes people from New Jersey mad, by the way. Ooh, I'm looking for new stuff on Netflix. I've been on this like World War II, like I'm just watching World War II stuff. I don't know what's going on with me. It's like a self-reflecting. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what it is, but it seems like there's a silent majority of people out there that don't like where they live. It doesn't matter where they are. It's just because they live there, they don't want to live there anymore. I think like we're like naturally like nomads, and we're not supposed to live somewhere for too long. I don't want to live here. I want to live. I want to go to Florida, where there's no snow ever, never. That's where I want to go. I only picked Florida because of Epcot and drinking around the world. But anywhere where there's no snow, I'll be happy with it. I'm not starting House of Dragons yet because I'm rewatching Game of Thrones with the old lady, so she has never seen it, but it's on my list, and I'm incredibly anxious. I want to watch it. No, that's the wrong direction, Dennis. No. A pig picking festival? I mean, I like pigs. I love me some pigs. Hello, if you're just jumping in, shame on me. Good morning. Happy Father's Day. Welcome to the Old God's Meadery, where I make mead every single week. Every single Saturday, I come out with a brand new batch of mead. I have never replicated the same recipe twice, and I have never missed a Saturday. Batch 120 came out yesterday. Your bacon whiskey mead. Go watch the videos, comment on it, like it, love it, share it. You know the routine. I like to look at snow, like on a picture. It's pretty. It's pretty. And if you're somewhere like historic, like if you're going to Alaska or like Norway or something, I will be the first one to strap tennis rackets to my feet and hike like a champ and love my life. However, I want the ability to get on an airplane and get out of there permanently as an option. And then I'll be happy. Winter camping. Mm-mm. Thank you, thank you. It should be an amazing day. I don't know if we have plans or not. You know, being the father, you don't really get involved in the plan making. I know we're gonna go to my favorite restaurant this evening, so that is much needed. It's been a long and rough week on the personal side, so I'm really looking forward to it and having a good time. I hope you guys are surrounded by loved ones today. Definitely tell every father you see and know Happy Father's Day. There's no job tougher than a mom. However, today's our day. It's our day. One day a year. All-Star Day. Hello! Mead is the oldest alcoholic beverage in the world, older than wine and beer, and I show you exactly how to make it. It is currently 7:16 here on the East Coast, and I'm about a third of the way through my coffee. I hope, yeah, what are you guys doing today? You guys have to have plans, right? 80s, 90s themed pizza. Oh my gosh, are there pictures of that? I would love to see that. Oh, yes. I would love to see that. I am super jealous. I love pizza. I actually became, it was maybe 6 months ago, and I know I'm really late to the game. I'm not a big sports guy. Like, I root for my home teams. My oldest is really heavily into sports and, you know, remembers, like, statistics like some kind of commentator. I don't know how she gets it. But anyway, not a big sports guy. But I fell into the Barstool, like, algorithm and started watching all of Dave, whatever his name is, pizza reviews, and became obsessed with pizza. Like, in the last 6 months. And I feel like I've dried out the local drivable pizza places, and I'm not happy with any of them. Not a single one after watching videos. There is no better way to celebrate Father's Day than the success of your son. That's amazing. I'm also jealous of that. How amazing. Two beers down already? It's too early. Unless you're still up from last night. Then it's okay. Yeah, yeah, we must be in it. Like, if you want to come pick me up, Dennis, we could drive to New Haven. I know the way. It's just right up 95. I am in the sunny state of Maryland. But if the follow-up question is, do I sell mead? I don't. I just show how to make it as a hobbyist. I hope to one day, of course, open a meadery with my good buddies Scott and Dennis, who are here. Two glasses of mead this morning, Scott. No. Don't, no. Dedication. We're gonna have to pick up Scott too. Wouldn't that be a road trip? Michigan to New Haven. It's a shame too. Like, you know, a few months ago, I drove to, I don't even know, Rhode Island, and I stopped in Connecticut, and I was like, I was on a tight schedule. Like, I wanted to fit pizza in, and I didn't, and I really regret it. It's one of those things like, damn it, like I had the opportunity and I blew it. That's all right. We'll make a trip out of it. Okay. Coffee mead. Goodness gracious. My favorite frozen pizza. That's hard. Because, like, I view pizza a lot like I view meat. You have to really, really mess it up to make a bad one. Like, you have to really go sideways with it. Because at the very worst case scenario, it's okay, right? I kind of like, you know, I'm pretty classic. Like, I like the cardboard style, like, you know, Red Baron, Tombstone. Like, if I'm going frozen pizza, I'm perfectly content with one of those. Perfectly content. I mean, yeah, alcoholic juice. I'll stick to my coffee. I only drink twice a year in the mornings. That's it. That's all I'm allocated. Unless there's some crazy scenario, which sometimes there is. I'm really happy on Easter. I love Irish coffee on Easter and on Christmas Day. That's it. The 2 days I know I'm not gonna go out and drive anywhere. Good morning. Welcome. If you're just jumping in, let us know where you're from. Welcome to the Old Gods Meadery. Yesterday, I showed you how I make a bacon whiskey mead. If you've never infused whiskey and bacon, shame on you. It is such a fun, cool thing to do. And I show you how I did it, and then I put it in mead. Bacon infused whiskey. I mean, it's kind of like a breakfast too, right? It's not a coffee mead, but I'm pretty sure you could have this on the side. All you need is some eggs mead now. Dennis wrote that one down. I can tell. Eggs. I bet he did. Bacon infused whiskey mead. You don't get more manly. You don't get more manly. I don't care what you say. There's no more manly drink on the planet. I will never be able to top it. It's the most manly drink you're ever going to see. 3 pounds of bacon. 3 pounds. 3 pounds of bacon and 1 full bottle of Michter's single batch bourbon. 750 milliliter bottle of bourbon. The full bottle went into this mead. So, I did it. I did it, and I showed you exactly how you can do it. So, I would suggest you make your own. You have plenty of time to make it before Father's Day next year, but if you want to get started right away, you could definitely have some great bacon whiskey by probably Thanksgiving or so. That's right, bacon. Pigpen Outdoors likes bacon. What? Oh, thank you for being here. Good morning. That really made me giggle. Bacon infused whiskey. My favorite whiskey, too. It was almost painful, I'm not going to lie. So as you guys know, I go live every Wednesday to show you a different step of the mead making process right here, live. And I usually have a cocktail before and after with you guys. A lot of the times, it's whiskey. I've been out of whiskey for probably a month or so. And I decided I'm going to get through some of the alcohol that I'm sitting on because it's just sitting here collecting dust before I buy more. I have too much. I used to try a different alcohol from around the world every single week, and I built up a little collection doing that. So I'm like, I'm going to get through that stuff. If it's okay, I'm going to drink it. If it's gross, I'll probably just let it sit there and, take it over to a friend's house or something for a party. But I haven't had any whiskey. So I bought the bottle of whiskey to make this mead. And I had to pour the whole thing into mason jars, knowing I wasn't going to be able to drink any of it by itself. And it hurt a little bit, but I did it. I did it for you guys to show you how awesome bacon whiskey mead is. So, you're welcome. Yeah, this Michter's bourbon is by far my favorite. I actually had the pleasure of going to their distillery in Louisville, Kentucky. They say it weird down there. Had a great time. They have a really cool and very simplistic tour you can take where it doesn't overwhelm you, but they still teach you a lot. You get to see all the cool copper equipment and stuff, the distilling. equipment, and I fell in love with it. It's like $50 a bottle though, so it's you know, it's not a crazy expensive one, but it's one that you don't want to buy and, like, you know, waste for sure. But I knew it was Father's Day. I knew I had to do something awesome, and I knew I had to top the previous experiments that I had done. So I used 3 pounds of bacon and 1 full bottle of whiskey. It was the most expensive meat I've ever made. By far. Mm-hmm. Yeah. The obvious pain. It definitely wasn't wasted. It was amazing. It was amazing. I actually debated. I didn't do it. I threw it away. And as another thing that I regret, I debated taking a couple bites of that bacon after it like infused. It looked gross. I know it's probably hard to tell on camera. It looked gross. The smell was like right in between. It was very weird. It was like a hybrid of bacon and whiskey. So I wasn't sold on it either when I was making it. I was like, this might be disastrous. But it works. It worked. No, and you would have to. I don't know how you'd have. I don't know how you would do it because the reason why it worked is if you guys didn't see the process, I put bacon. I shoved bacon in mason jars and then I filled it to the brim with whiskey. Throw it in the freezer and then the fat will freeze. The whiskey does not freeze. So you would have to have a really high alcohol content something to infuse the bacon into it because there's no way to separate the two if not. I don't think mead would have a high enough alcohol content because it would freeze. It would freeze in the freezer. Maybe there's a temperature in between. I don't know the science behind it where the fat will start freezing but the mead will not. Maybe like close to freezing. I don't know. I don't know. That's a good question though. That's a really good question. I don't know. I think, yeah, I mean, bacon is a good chaser to anything if you mention it. Why isn't that a thing? Bacon, like, it's one of those things, right? There's a running like culture out there, like, you know, bacon's the best food ever, right? Why isn't it everywhere? Like, why can't you go to a restaurant and get like a bacon appetizer? I don't understand it. There should be, right? There should be. And if you guys have ever been to like a food truck festival, which I hope you have because it's life changing, there's always a bacon truck. If you go to a big enough one, there's always like with the real thick bacon on a stick. Why isn't that like an appetizer at restaurants? Um, it should be. What is this? Sorry, I got sidetracked. Welcome to the Old God's Meadery. I make mead every single week. Every single Saturday, I come out with a brand new batch of mead, and I show you exactly how to do it. I never replicate recipes, and I have never missed a Saturday. Batch 120 came out yesterday. It was my Father's Day edition batch. Your bacon whiskey mead. If you don't know what mead is, it's the oldest alcoholic beverage in the world, independently discovered by many different countries and cultures. The oldest evidence of mead is from Africa, over 20,000 years ago. There's also evidence in ancient China, Central America, and of course Northern Europe where the Vikings traded it, made it super famous, did it better than everybody else. But what that means is, regardless of who you are or where you're from, your ancestors drank mead. And that's something we have in common. Welcome to the Old God's Meadery. That was my entire commercial. If you're asking scientifically what it is, mead is made in a very similar fashion as wine, except we use honey for the fermentation process instead of grapes or other fruits. And then there's every combination in between, as you see in front of you. If you're an AA, you only can watch. Happy Father's Day. And Skull. I am not a commercial meadery. I am just showing you how to do it. Agreed, Dennis. Agreed. It should be an appetizer. I don't understand why it's not. It's an easy like $10 you can get for one piece of bacon. It's got to be one of the good, high quality, thick ones that's like smoked with a little bit of seasoning on it. Easy, easy money. I'd pay it all day long. Is mead salty? No, I mean it could be if you put salt in it. But no. Every mead is different. Every batch is different. If you've never had mead before, shame on you. There's two things you can do. One, go to your local liquor store. Most of them have meads, or a local meadery. Um, it's growing exponentially across the United States. The most common, especially if you're at a Total Wine has a little mead area now. This is the most common one you'll see. This is called Viking Blood from a company called Dankst. It's in Denmark, so you can't get this one shipped to you, but you can buy it in most liquor stores now. It is a mead from Denmark. The cool thing about this company, there's a lot of cool things about it. In my opinion, they don't make the best meads, but they compensate. One, they use recipes from the 1700s. That's really cool. So they use some ancient recipes. They also come out with these amazing ceramic bottles that have like these Nordic runes across them. It's hard to see on the black one. They have about 5 flavors. All of them are in different color bottles. This one in particular, Viking Blood, is the most popular. It is hibiscus and ginger. It's a very sweet mead. If you pour it out, it's really cloudy, which is why they put them in these ceramic bottles, in my opinion. But it's a great like introduction to mead if you've never had it before, and relatively easy to get. Or, and this is the better option, you can jump into the Discord. My great buddy Scott, who is here in the comments, made an awesome Discord for mead makers of every skill level. There's behind the scene pictures, recipes, equipment lists, yeast charts, like everything you need, and a great place to ask questions. He also added a commercial mead channel where you can go and order meads from meaderies that have been suggested to us over time, that ship to your house from all over the United States. My favorite, if you're going to order it, is this Linganore Wine Cellars. They're an awesome winery that's pretty close to me. They also make this one mead that they supply the Maryland Renaissance Festival with every year. And this one is like $15 a bottle. And they'll ship it to your house. It's a steal. Dennis found out, though, pay attention, they might change the label. So if you don't see this exact one, they only make one mead, and they confirmed to him they're only going to make one mead. But it might look a little different soon. Dennis the investigator. I mean, you can't go wrong. $15 a bottle. And if you like wine, they make a lot of great wines as well. And if you're in drivable distance from Maryland, they have a pretty cool, like, tasting area, winery. And then I like to throw this one in there too, because this one I just found in March this year, near St. Patrick's Day. Buntranty Mead from Ireland. Again, this one was only like $20, $25. It wasn't very expensive at all. I found this at my local smaller liquor store, who traditionally don't carry meads. They just, I guess, thought it was cool and ordered it. This one is also pretty sweet. It's a fantastic mead from Ireland. So it's really cool. Yeah, they get you on the delivery, but it's because it's alcohol, and there's probably 18 different government agencies, you know, dipping their hands into that pocket. Hello, good morning, happy Father's Day. Welcome to the Old Gods Meadery. Yeah, they probably charge extra for non-Irish. It's pretty good though. Like, you liked it, right, Dennis? I was pretty impressed with it, and I was really excited about it, like, because I'd never seen anything like this before. Yes, I hope I have an answer. If not, I guarantee there's probably a couple people here that might. Mm-hmm. Ah. Good morning. Good morning. Excuse me. Goodness gracious. Been disappointed. I haven't seen you here, so I'm not sure about your page, but I'm going to be doing my first batch. You're in the best spot ever. Yeah, we have tons of tips. The most important one, join the Discord. There's a link up in my profile and a link directly in Scott's, who is about to say right here. He is the creator of the Discord. It's a safe place to go and ask questions about Mead. Oh, he didn't say right this time. He just said here. But yeah, he put this amazing Discord together for the community. Because there is some toxicity in other places if you go. It makes you not want to ask questions. So that's a safe place to go ask questions. And you can get everything you need over there. Recipes, there's equipment lists, tips and tricks, yeast charts. My number one piece of advice is to just surround yourself with information. The Discord is the best place for it. Watch lots of creators. Mead is an art form, and it can be done in many different ways. So there's different ways to even start a batch. I have the ways I do it. I show you exactly how to do it every single Saturday. I come out with a brand new batch. But do something that inspires you and that you have fun doing. And then you need one of two things to be good at mead making. And this is non-negotiable. You have to have patience, or you have to have a lot of equipment, because, like I do, because I don't have patience. Mead making takes a long time. The way I make it, and there's some people in here that do it differently, so you can ask the more general question. I don't use anything in my mead when it comes to accelerating it or clarifying it. I don't back sweeten. I don't use my hydrometer. I don't check for alcohol content a vast majority of the times. All I do is put stuff in a bucket that I think is going to make a good mead. I seal it up. I let the yeast go crazy. And then I transfer it over to a glass carboy and I let it sit for about 4 to 5 months. That's the mead you see every single Saturday. In addition to that, every Wednesday I go live to show you a different step of the mead making process live. This coming Wednesday, I will be starting a brand new batch of mead. And I don't know what it's going to be yet, because I'm leaving that up. I'm putting a video up later tonight, but it's going to be up to subscribers. So check it out. But surround yourself with amazing mead makers. A 5-gallon batch. How much honey? So I use 3 pounds per gallon. So you're going to want about 15 pounds if you do it like that. But yeah, there are some mead kits out there too that are really expensive and they're not great quality. Even from some creators that you see here on TikTok. All you need is a bucket, a glass carboy, a siphon, and then to make your life easy, 2 airlocks to get started. You don't need anything more than that. Yeah, that is feet first for sure. And have lots of fun. Oh, another piece of advice. Make awesome videos and share them here on TikTok. If you do, use the hashtag UnitedByMead. It's a hashtag that we use inside of our community here, so we can highlight our own stuff. Dennis uses it a lot, and Dennis just started too, and is also already like making meads that I'm jealous of. An amazing mead maker, naturally. So yeah, just put yourself out there. Make some awesome videos. Don't put powdered cheese. I don't know about any other cheese, but don't put powdered cheese in your mead. unless you want to, I don't know. I don't know. So he's referencing, I'm going to go ahead and say, my failed experiment of the pizza mead. It's the batch 67 pizza. This is 1 gallon of water, 3 pounds of honey, a few tomatoes, some basil, and some powdered cheese, like that you'd put on your popcorn. It's the most disgusting meat I've ever made. I have like 3 that are like really bad. This is the worst of the 3. Yeah, I know. I know. I'll be like moving on screen with my walker, and you guys will be like, "Remember that pizza mead?" And then Scott's gonna drink it live, yeah, in September, early September. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. That is the end of the coffee. Hey, if you're just jumping in, welcome. Good morning. Welcome to the Old God's Metering. Happy Father's Day. I hope you're doing something amazing. I hope you're eating some really awesome food tonight, too. Oh, he's drinking it. He's drinking it. Hello, hello. Strawberries. Any berry. I love all berries. Any berry mead, and I will drink it happily. I gotta I gotta check and I like go through the storage. This might be my last bottle of it. I don't know. We gotta figure it out. Oof. Ugh. Thistle mead. Who doesn't like thistle? Whew. What a fun morning. If you guys, I think most of you here have seen it already, but if you didn't see my bacon whiskey mead, go watch those videos. Came out yesterday. It's awesome. I am not going to be making more, sir. Nope. No, sir. I don't replicate recipes. That's my way out of that one. My other 2 that I really, really did not like, the Fruity Pebbles mead, which you'll only find that one on YouTube, and then the barbecue mead. Both of those were also very gross. And they're both really outdated videos. They're a little cringy. If you know me now, I was a little different. I was a little cringy. I would like to think that I'm evolving editing-wise. I like to, scrutinize myself, and I'm a little embarrassed, but it's on the internet. You can't take it away. It's there. So if you want to go watch it, you can watch it. Yeah, barbecue mead. Yep. I don't remember exactly, but it was I think I used some molasses, jalapenos, and liquid smoke. I'm sorry. It didn't work. That one I think was the liquid smoke. You probably shouldn't put that in a drink, but I don't. It wasn't good. It wasn't good. I haven't even watched that video in probably over a year, so I don't even know how bad that video is, much less. But it's on YouTube for sure. Where do you buy mead? I buy mead from my local liquor store. My favorite though is Linganore. Like if you're asking for a specific mead, this one here is my favorite commercial mead that you can get. Linganore Medieval Mead. It was, the pizza mead's the worst. It was the worst. The barbecue mead's gross. The Fruity Pebble one was gross. Excuse me. You think Fruity Pebble is going to be good. It wasn't. It was gross. Yeah, jump into the Discord. There's a commercial mead channel that Scott put up there and updates it whenever there's good suggestions. My favorite one, though, like I said, is this one here. Linganore Medieval Mead from Linganore Wine Cellars is their actual website. Out of, I think it's Mount Airy, Maryland, or Frederick, Maryland. This is the one that they supply the Maryland Renaissance Festival with every year. They make some amazing wines, but they have one mead, this one, and it's a great introduction mead, and it's like 15 bucks a bottle. The more popular one, if you're going to your liquor store, and you're not in Maryland, is probably this one. This is from a company called Dankst out of Denmark. This is their Viking Blood, and it's pretty good too. A little bit more expensive though. Yeah, I'm a little embarrassed by it, but like I said, up there. So when my schedule starts out in July, I have some plans to rehash YouTube as well. I'm going to do a better job making a playlist over there, so the playlists are separate, and I'm kind of just going to archive everything that's already there. So, and then I'll rehash the playlist I have here on TikTok as well. But that's a much easier one because I've been better at that one. But yeah, YouTube I'm going to overhaul in early July. But as of right now, there's a list of 100 and some meads that are all over the place. Good morning. Welcome to the Old God's Meadery. Happy Father's Day. What do I think about the show The Vikings? Is incredibly entertaining, and there are some historic milestones in there. The show is incredibly fictional, though. That was a YouTube question. Mead, no, not necessarily. It's higher than most beers, though, and a little bit higher than wines. Most of the stuff that I produce is roughly around 13%. I don't check alcohol content very often. The yeasts really determine how much alcohol you're going to get, depending on what yeast strain you use. But I've seen upwards of 18. A couple people have reported 20% or so, as high as I've ever seen it. Popeye's honey packs. I mean, it's not a bad idea. You need a lot, though. But yeah, as Scott said, it largely depends on your yeast strain. Yeast strains have what we call an alcohol tolerance. So your yeast will produce and reproduce itself, produce alcohol as it's eating sugars until it hits an alcohol tolerance. And then the environment is too toxic for it to continue to reproduce, so it cannot eat any more sugars. That tolerance is different per yeast strain. So the yeast you use highly depends on how much alcohol you're going to get. Popeyes, like the restaurant? You don't have Popeyes in Texas? Like the chicken restaurant? Yeah. So they have like little honey packets that you can put on their biscuits. I think is why they have them. Does KFC have honey packets? Yeah, you would need like a whole box because like I put 3 pounds of honey. You got to assume that the packets are maybe, I don't know. I don't even want to guess, but they're not very heavy. Like how much honey in it is probably weighs as much as the packet does. So you would like, I don't know. I'm guessing, but you need like 6 pounds of honey packets. I don't know. You need a lot. The margin, like if you were gonna sell it, you mean? Challenge accepted. Rogue's doing it. We're gonna see him on the news. Popeyes in Texas robbed. All the honey's stolen. So it largely depends on what you put in it. I made the most expensive meat I've ever made yesterday, and the margin on that would be negative. This is my traditional batch, though. It is the exact recipe is 1 gallon of water, 3 pounds of honey, 2.5 grams of yeast, and 2 grams of yeast nutrient, and that's it. Those 4 ingredients, including the bottling and like some of the minor stuff like labels and stuff. My guess would be a bottle would cost less than $5 to make. Probably a lot less, actually, maybe half that even. The biggest cost there is your honey. Each bottle you can get for about $1.50 ish, if you maybe between $1.50 $2 depending on when you buy them and how much you buy them. That's probably the second biggest cost. So yeah, you're looking at probably $5 ish per bottle it costs to make. And then you can, I mean, the cheapest I've ever seen mead is the Linganore one is like $15. You'll see a vast majority of meads out there cost quite a bit more. So a lot. Sky River. I don't think I've ever had Sky River. Is that a meadery? I see Sky River Casino. Sky River Mead and Wine out of Washington. Uh-oh, Scott, you might have another one to add. SkyRiverMead.com. Looks pretty legit. Scott, it looks legit. You get honey for free? That's pretty awesome. You can make a lot of mead. You saw it at Total Wine? I mean, they look legit. Like, really legit. And they sell online. They have a dry, semi-sweet, and sweet mead. That's really cool. A lot of places don't do that. They have a boucher, a rose, a lavender, ginger. Yeah, they're super legit. Hops, blackberry, raspberry, pepper. All right. Which spicy one? I think the most recent spicy one I did was the mango habanero a few months ago. From Mad Honey, I don't know. That question comes up a lot though. I don't know what happens, and I'm not gonna try it. Um, I don't know. I, the question is definitely out there still. I don't think anybody's done it yet. I don't even know. Can you even legally get your hands on that stuff? I have no idea. But I know it's been a topic. The jalapeno, I did a strawberry jalapeno, I think, for one of the lives. And that is going to be the next one I bottle. So it's not bottled yet. It will be in the next couple of weeks, though. This coming Wednesday, every Wednesday I go live to show you different stuff of the mead making process live. I will be live this Wednesday starting a brand new batch. I want to say it's batch 18 of the live meads. And then the week after that, I'll probably be bottling the strawberry jalapeno mead. I don't like spicy drinks, ever. I know I'm in the minority there. I love spicy food. I don't like spicy drinks, though. June 23rd, I don't think I can get there in time. Light and dark, I don't know what you mean specifically by that. Like, I have a lot of different colors in front of you. The only thing I could think of is, like, there's a process called bochet, which is caramelizing the honey. So you basically boil the honey, and the longer you boil it, the darker that honey becomes, and then you can make a mead out of it, and it has more of like a caramel flavoring. If that's what you mean, that's the difference. But, like, it largely depends on what you put in it. Like, this is, you know, very, very dark. This is my blueberry mead. Over here is another dark one. This is my pea flower mead that has, like, little Goldschlager flakes in it. So, yeah. And then this is one. If I'm gonna shake bottles, this is my favorite one. This is my batch 100. This is my epic strawberry. I had a lot of fun making this. It's a little gimmicky. Epic strawberry. That is your galaxy. Isn't that pretty? So this is just a strawberry mead, a regular strawberry mead, but with edible glitter. This is black diamond edible glitter. Made for drinks. Let's see here. This guy right here. Black diamond edible glitter. Pretty cool. A little bit goes a long way. October 13th. All right. You just need to win the lottery before then, so it could take vacation per month. Anyway, guys, it's 8 o'clock. I'm going to start wrapping stuff up. Excuse me. Goodness gracious. I just need a little bit of oxygen. I make mead every single week. If you're brand new here, please give me a follow. I will be live again this coming Wednesday night, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'll be making some mead live. The flavor is yet to be determined. I'm going to put a video up later to kind of figure that out, so stay tuned this evening. Before that, Scott will be live on Tuesday, I hope. He goes live every Tuesday, an amazing mead maker, and incredibly knowledgeable. So if you want to learn more about mead, definitely give Scott a follow. And then if you want to be like really ambitious, give my buddy Dennis a follow. He's here in the comments as well. A newer mead maker who's already putting the rest of us to shame, making some amazing videos and on his pathway to get to 1,000 so he can go live and, yeah, embarrass himself like I do. I I think that's all I have. This coming Saturday, I will show you my Norway-inspired mead. I'm really looking forward to that. I'll put a little bit more information about that out tomorrow. Bottling mead, nice. And you'll never see a live with Scott where you don't learn something, like legitimately. So definitely be there Tuesday, be there Wednesday for my live. We'll be starting a brand new batch from scratch. I think that's all I have. Join the Discord. There's a link in my profile and a link in Scott's. An amazing place to go. And I think that's it. Happy Father's Day, everybody. Please go out of your way. If you're a father, find some time to relax and take a step back and realize how amazing you are and how you affect other people's lives. If you're not a father, find somebody that is and keep that in mind. Sometimes you have to, man up and do some stuff you don't want to do to make sure your family's happy. And that's the father's job traditionally. So give them a day. Give them a day. And I'll see you guys Wednesday. But stay tuned. I have a video coming out tonight that has to do with, free mead. So I'll see you guys all real soon. Skull. Text me if you need anything at all. Shoot me a direct message. I answer all of them. Have a great day, guys.